Hi everyone, I'm Jonathan Martin and this is Fox 26 Crimes of the Heart. We start with a man accused of using his 2-year-old daughter as a pawn in a fight with the child's mother, ultimately leading to a chase and the child's death. Here's Fox 26's Gabby Hart.
Just awful situation as a father, as just a human being, for anyone to use a child, a precious, defenseless child.
Around 10 o'clock Monday morning, Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez says this man, identified as 25-year-old DeAndre Flanagan, went and picked his 2-year-old daughter up from daycare shortly after the child was dropped off by her mother.
I don't know if he was on the list of authorized persons. We're told he's the biological father.
Gonzalez says he then went to the mother's job at Walmart in the Greenspoint area of North Houston and used their child as a bargaining chip.
Asking for her phone, her passcode with child in hand, and basically threatening to hurt the child if she did not turn those items over.
That mother unlocked her phone and handed it over to her child's father as he asked. But when she tried to pull her daughter from his arms,
we're told that the adult male struck her possibly a couple times to the face and continued to flee the location.
Deputies arrived at her job and tracked her phone, which helped them locate Flanagan, who was driving a red Camaro. And that's when deputies say he took them on a chase.
He came, he hit my car, backed up and kept going.
The car eventually came to a rest at a church near Stubner Airline and Veterans Memorial Drive. After a standoff, law enforcement took the suspect into custody, and paramedics provided CPR to the unresponsive 2-year-old until life flight arrived.
I feel bad for the baby. I feel horrible for the baby because no mother should have to endure that.
Unfortunately, that toddler died at the hospital.
There did appear to be some trauma to the body, but we don't know, again, if it was from bouncing around or what happened.
Now to this story capturing national headlines, and it gets stranger by the day. A Colorado dentist accused of poisoning his wife so he could start a new life with his mistress. Investigators say James Craig ordered potassium cyanide and put it in his wife's protein shakes. She died at the hospital last week. Well, when detectives looked at his computer, they found searches for top 5 undetectable poisons. They also found text messages on his phone from his wife complaining of headaches, to which he responded, quote, "That must be triggering, giving our past, but for the record, I didn't drug you." Craig is now charged with first-degree murder. 2 Katy Salon owners are warning fellow small business owners about a woman who tried to steal thousands of dollars from them. And how cold is this? Cold-hearted. In fact, the owners of the salons say the woman pretended to be booking a service for her special needs child.
She said, "There's any way you guys can take her today? You guys take walking?" I said, "Yeah, we do take walking."
Around 2:45 p.m. last Wednesday, owner Mary B. said a woman walked into her salon, Lightning Braids, on West Little York and Katy, and requested an appointment for her daughter with special needs. The woman then asked to see Mary's Instagram portfolio.
She wanted to make an appointment for her child, the disability child. She was like, "Oh, can I see your work?" I said, "Yeah, sure." And I opened my phone and I gave it to her. Usually I don't give customer my phone, but I don't know for some reason what happened.
Turns out the woman wasn't interested in a hair appointment after all. Mary says she got an alert later that day that the woman had tried to steal thousands of dollars through small increments from her Cash app.
She sent her top 300, it went through, and another 300 went through.
Similarly, Mary's sister-in-law, Mary Stella, who owns her own salon nearby, believes the same woman stole her credit card information earlier that day. She says she attempted to spend thousands of dollars at a shopping spree.
She said, "Oh, I'm coming to book appointment for my daughter and to see if you guys can do, I have my daughter, she has autism." She said, "Can you do her hair?" I took my business card and I gave it to her to check her Instagram page. She said, I don't have Instagram. Can I check in your phone?" I didn't know that she just wanted to scam me.
I think she should do better than that because people work really hard for their money.
Well, heartbroken families say they just want answers after 3 men were killed on Beechnut Street in Southwest Houston. Here's our Shelby Rose.
Grieving family members flooded the parking lot of a strip center on Beechnut, devastated after 3 men were found shot to death early Sunday morning.
I saw his shoes, his boots. That's when I knew it was him.
And there were little to no answers as to what happened. Houston police saying they got a call just before 6 a.m.
When officers arrived, they found 3 males in the parking lot deceased with multiple gunshot wounds. There's multiple shell casings out here. There were no witnesses, no cars, and at this point in time, no suspects.
Ashley Montalvo says her husband, 29-year-old Gerardo Filomeno, was one of those victims. A father of 2, now gone.
So now I don't know what I'm gonna tell them. How am I supposed to tell them that their dad's never coming back?
She says Gerardo was getting his life back on track, but still hung out with the wrong crowd. And she's adamant he wasn't the intended target.
He was the sweetest, like the nicest person ever. He didn't have problems with nobody. It wasn't for him. He was caught in the fire. That's what happened. It was a crossfire and he just happened to get hit, but it wasn't for him.
Their whole family now pleading with the public for information, hoping someone will come forward.
And I just want somebody to say something because there was too many freaking people in the street for nobody to not have seen anything. There's no way. So somebody needs to say something.
And if that's you, you're urged to call HPD or Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS. Reporting in A-Leaf, Shelby Rose, Fox 26 News.
Well, we end with this story, a story that shows that some people do have good hearts. Our Natalie He has the outpouring of support for a single mother who is paralyzed from the waist down following a violent robbery.
Well, local chef Lena Trang says she saw her story and felt like she just really needed to help. She's now offered to provide free meals for this woman and her kids for as long as they need.
I feel very emotional and very thankful to everyone who helped me when I was in pain.
In the last week, since we first told you about 44-year-old Nung Trung's story, a lot has happened. On Thursday, Nung was discharged from the hospital and returned home, as she's now showing some signs of progress.
It gives me hope that she can able to walk.
The following day, Houston police and Mayor Turner announced the arrest of 17-year-old Joseph Harrell and 19-year-old Zainika Woods. Both are charged with aggravated robbery in Nung's case. Harrell also faces an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon charge. His bond set at a total of $240,000.
Cộng đồng người khác nữa. I'm very happy that they captured them because I feel scared if they're gonna come after other people.
Nung still doesn't have any feeling in her legs and can't walk or use the bathroom by herself. Her focus now is to strengthen her arms to better navigate her wheelchair. In the meantime, local chef Lena Trang, who's dedicated her career to helping domestic abuse and trafficking survivors, has offered to cook for the family for as long as they need. On Sunday, she came over to meet with them in person.
We talk about menu, what she likes to eat and what she doesn't, and if there's any allergies or anything. I moved here by myself, like my whole family and friends still in Vietnam, so I kind of understand what they're going through, so that's why I really want to help.
Records say Harrell and Woods remain in jail tonight. Harrell's next court date is set for Monday morning. Natalie He reporting, Fox 26 News.
And that is this week's Crimes of the Heart.